Maybe the best podcast.
Maybe the best podcast. Maybe the best podcast. Yo, we taking off. We taking off.
That's the one.
Oh, man.
Maybe the best podcast.
Okay. Yo, welcome back to me. Either way, we running it. Welcome back to Maybe the Best. Welcome back to Maybe the Best Podcast, Season 2, Episode 9.
9. It's a 9 now.
Yeah, I am Vern Diddy, a.k.a. the Hot Dad still,
21 Savage.
along with these people.
Oh, hi, I'm back, Lulu.
What's up, man? Twan D, the student. No AKAs.
Yo.
We here, Episode 9. Shout out to YouTube, SoundCloud listeners,
Yeah.
iTunes
just
listeners.
figured out
What?
before you speak Twan D the student, aka Twan D the student. Now I'm Twan D, aka no AKA. So is that like your AKA
I
right
never
now?
realized that. I never realized that my AKA was an AKA.
Yeah, AKA no AKA.
And as always,
Yeah.
shout out to the live on Facebook, man. Shout out to everybody Facebook live right now.
So look, guys, it's Sweet 16.
Yes.
This weekend, we're getting the Sweet 16, and we had our top 16 R&B artists from the votes on the group page. Thank you guys for contributing to that, and we came up with a final 16.
Okay.
So we'll go through that today, and we'll get it down to the final 4.
Okay.
We'll follow suit with the NCAA, and then we'll address the final 4 next week.
Ooh, yeah.
But this past week, tickets for On the Run 2 came out.
I don't care.
Okay? So my question to start the show off with is, what is Beyonce and Jay-Z performing on the Run 2? Do you have any theories? Because I don't believe it's going to be 444 and lemonade. We're not going to have 444 glasses of lemonade.
No.
So what are they going to be
On the wall.
performing?
I think old records, and I think they're surprises with some new records. But more so, I would not be surprised if On the Run 2 is a 444/lemonade type of tour. Why not? Why not combine that?
All right, Jazzy.
We going to the live?
We're going to the live.
We're going to the live already. What they
Jazzy,
say?
here's my theory, mama. The Secret album is done.
Of course.
The Secret album is done, and
Finally.
they're going to release it probably 2 or 3 days before the tour.
Wow.
Of course.
Okay.
On
Okay,
title
because
first.
I want to say the tour starts on a Wednesday, or no, I think the tour starts on a Sunday. Either way, they have a Friday that they can drop it on before
Yeah.
the tour starts, and I think they're gonna
Ooh,
just,
that's my-
I think they're
started
just
on
gonna sneak
Sunday
and
on
drop the album
purpose.
on us.
New Music Friday.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna drop that shit on our heads.
You know, I've been saying this for a while. I've been saying that the collaborative album that I want to see outside of Drake and Rihanna is Jay-Z and Beyonce. I mean, one ain't got enough songs,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just think it just automatic, like bomb. So
One thing
I
we
would love
can't
to
do
see that.
though is put Future on the album, because
He
taking.
already on there with the
But
stupid
I
ass-
did the top of them. No, bro. Taking the top off the Maybach would have been even better without Future on it.
Yeah.
I think that song was so crazy. B bodied it, J bodied it, and Future just kind of brought the song down to a
I
pedestrian
didn't
level.
like it. I didn't like the song.
That song was horrible.
Oh, it's not horrible. It's Future.
No,
made
Future
it
Hook
bad.
is horrible. Hove did.
Fuck these cops.
You know, this is the thing, right? With something like that, you only supposed to get one Future and Hove record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
I Got the Keys was enough.
is it.
That
That's
was
it.
great.
Like because you're like, whoa, Future and Hove. So like you only supposed to get one Future and Hove record. I don't really
To you know,
But
bring
you-
the defense, you know, it's Assad's, you know, first time really working with these artists. He's a year old, so he doesn't know what works.
Oh my
But
gosh.
You can't really beat up Assad. He's one. How is he supposed to know?
Assad.
I think if you
You know
put
what?
Future in his best element, if you put Future in his greatest element with Beyonce, they would make magic.
Yeah.
But having Future try to do that, the dope boy, the typical dope boy version of Future with Hove, like Hove's dope boy level is a different level
it's
of
a
dope
sophisticated.
boy. Yeah,
Yeah, Future's
saying
is
it's
an
like-
old kick in the door,
yeah,
fuck it, mask off.
yeah. Like he's not Jeezy level. He can't move back and forth. I think maybe T.I. could do it too. I'd love to hear T.I. and Hove work together.
man.
I think that would be
You
dope.
already
On
knew.
some revolution shit. I'd love to hear
I
that.
I would love to hear them come back
North
outside
versus
of
South.
I would love that. I think like DJ Drama needs to do that at Gangsta Grill's North versus South. Mm-hmm. And really make it a collaborative effort, not necessarily like verses, but like.
I know what you're saying.
But yeah, I think that'd be dope.
So maybe best of the week. I have like 3.
Yeah, go. You
Okay.
go.
Yeah. So I have 3 maybe best of the week.
All right.
Okay. So one is personal. Like I always try to keep it personal. So
Yeah.
shout out to my brother. Baby shower that was this past weekend.
Shout out to you, Sir Clark.
My niece is coming, Jada, little Jada. Yes. It was dope. Proud of my brother, man. He's a dope guy. Do you guys know?
Oh.
Do you guys have you heard of Deesus and Mero?
Yes.
Of course.
Right. So are you familiar? I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the whole DJ Envy.
Yes.
Pussy and dickhead in the
Oh
building.
my God. So my maybe best of the week is not the Breakfast Club.
Please tell me you're going to talk
But
about
when
how they
Deesus
addressed
and,
it on the
and
show.
Deesus and Mero addressed it on their show,
Did you
they
see that?
I haven't seen their
killed
address.
It
Envy,
was so
bro.
funny.
They killed the man.
Deesus was like, I felt like a 14-year-old was dissing me. I was
Oh.
waiting for farthead or something.
Man, they killed him. They
He's
killed
like,
him.
pussy, dickhead.
So did they leave his wife out of it this time?
They kind of brought her in, but then took it back.
Okay.
I mean, how do y'all feel about one?
Man, Envy got himself in a situation where
Envy
his
was
wife,
very light skinned.
man,
right
that
there
nigga
when he
wife,
left.
he
And
came.
that's what he said. He was in his light-skinned feelings.
No, he came to work with his wife's agenda, bro, and he had to put on for his wife. His wife said, "You better go up there on that station."
I don't want you to wait. I don't want you to do it at the end. I don't want you to do it in the
But
middle.
he brought
You
up
better
a
do
lot
it
of good
automatic.
points. Like, why didn't he call him like he did Joe Budden? Why
Come
did
on.
he
Here
have
we
to
go.
do it on the
Here we go.
show?
Here's why. First off, my guy, you went on national television talking about how you cheated on your wife, and now they have to respect that. You disrespected your wife in the ultimate way, and all they said was, "Oh, you know that DJ Envy checked though."
Yeah, but then when he said it, he was like, I don't know. So it was like, he said it, but he kind of took it back.
Yo, you can't talk about other people disrespecting. Oh, it's one of those. Oh, I can disrespect my wife, but you can't. Like, nigga, you was cheating on your wife,
Well, on
and
the
you
Breakfast
and
Club,
you.
they talk about everyone
Okay.
and anyone. And then they talk about everyone and anyone, and you probably watch
So
the
you're
show
not
and
you're
you
not
laugh.
defending Envy.
No,
Okay, perfect.
I'm not.
I thought we was on a different page for a
they
second.
could've
Joe
said,
Budden
oh,
defended Envy.
yeah, he did. But they could have said a lot
'cause Envy
worse
wasn't there.
things about his wife than she
Yeah.
was DJ Envy checks.
For sure.
Okay.
I
Like,
mean,
that was it?
I
That's what you
understood
got
the
mad
premise
at?
of him being upset. Per
Yes.
se. I do understand that, but
The presentation too, like, yo, we've been together since we was 14. That's my high school sweetheart. It's like, oh,
Now she's
But
your
you
sweetheart.
cheated on her.
Yeah.
okay.
right. So you do open that can of worms, right? So for me, I think it was more so. I did understand where Envy was coming. Like what he was saying was
don't.
real. Like what he was saying was real. Like yo, you could joke about me, you could joke about whatever,
Yes.
but just don't joke about my wife and
I feel that.
those DJ Envy checks.
But it was a joke.
But the thing about it is, it was an insinuation that it was just a money thing. When you say, oh, you knew those DJ Envy checks. But I thought what was funny is when he left, and Charlamagne, old petty ass.
He was like, let's
sit
put the
up there.
camera on Emily's
Oh my
empty
God,
chair.
I died laughing on that one. So that's
I apologize.
Yeah. We apologize. We apologize, Envy. We're just a small podcast. We don't want our YouTube page taken
I
down.
apologize that you were on your period that day and decided to go to work. I'm sorry that you felt sensitive and was in your feelings.
I looked up Envy. He done pulled a couple light skin moves, but I mean, it is what it is.
Couple.
Yeah.
That was like the whole light skin playbook.
So at the end of the day, we say that we per se agree with the premise, but not the action and how he went about it, right? He's like, why they ain't special guests? Oh man. Yeah, that's it. I think I had another maybe best.
Yeah, you said 3.
I forgot.
What you got, Lou?
What you got?
My maybe the best
I'll
is.
remember.
Oh, go ahead.
I said I'll remember.
Oh, is being back on here with you guys.
That is a dope maybe the best.
Yeah, so I was in Tampa for the week. Needed to clear my head, and I was also dog sitting. So now
That's
I'm
what's
back.
up.
Yeah, and then when you guys told me about the topics, I was like, oh, I want to be here so bad because I wanted to talk about it. But we were doing that tonight, so
Perfect. Perfect. My maybe the best of the week. Oddly enough, is question mark from XXXTentacion.
The album?
Yes.
Tentacion.
Yes. Question mark is a really good album. Beyond that, he is a very talented artist. Like very, very talented. He has really good vocal range. You have a fusion of like rock, rap. I don't want to really call it R&B, but he sings a lot on the album as well, and it sounds good. And so it really bothered me that a guy like himself, so talented, would even I don't know if it's the media in these rap magazines that are setting people up, asking them about Tupac because Lil
That's what it is.
Lil shithead,
Lil Xan.
Lil
Well, they
Xan,
all talk shit
Lil
about
Xan.
them.
That's because they bait him. It's a bait question.
Right. So he gave Pac a 2 because he said Pac had boring music. XXX said Tupac ain't relevant. He's not the same caliber artist as himself because Pac couldn't do rock and roll and Pac couldn't do different types of albums. And it's like, bro, don't buy into that. I know you're not old enough to know who Pac is and understand his music, and I'm not saying that. I'm not one of those old hip-hop heads that say you need to go back and know the old school hip-hop. I'm not one of those. Go back and listen to your history so you can know where you're going in regards to hip-hop.
Yeah.
That is ignorant. Like, your era is your era, and that's dope. Don't go out of your way to disrespect the legends that came before you. You can just say, I'm not too familiar with his music, so I really can't compare us, and you would be well off because I almost refuse to ever listen to a lot of these artists because of their disrespect for the pioneers that I enjoyed.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I like Houdini, but I've never been a Sugar Hill Gang fan. You know what I mean? But I won't disrespect them. I don't think they rap the caliber of Jay-Z bars, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to diss them. It's just like, that music wasn't my era.
I think, and I've been saying this for years, I think hip hop does, and not only Tupac, but its legends a very, very, very disservice.
Yeah.
There is no hip hop Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
So now you're subject to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And Nori made a great point. Like, there is no ambassadors, there's no panel, there's no nothing to make sure that whoever comes along, okay, this is the criteria, or not even the criteria to say, okay, these are the to have a expo, you know, or they have these rookie campaigns at the football and whatever the case may be.
Right.
You can have some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To all the new artists in the game, and have these OGs come and talk to them about business and talk to them about bar structure and all that other shit. Because the one thing is, every generation in hip hop has been told it's not true hip hop.
Yeah.
We grew up on Bone Thugs and Harmony. We had the most classic arguments with Wu-Tang heads and all these kind of heads. They ain't hip hop. We don't know what they saying. They mumbling. They mumbling.
Right.
And now they legends. Yeah. So time validates the real. If you hone what you're trying to do, like the Migos, shout out to that Walk It Like I Talk It video.
Oh my gosh.
That was my other maybe the best. The Walk It Like I
I was
Talk It
gonna
video.
use that too.
Yes.
Okay.
But when you hone your
Shout
craft,
out to Jerry Curl Drake.
right? When you hone your craft and you just get good at what you do, then that's
beautiful.
Right? It's beautiful. So for me,
And that's why XXX album is great because it doesn't sound like anything else.
I'm gonna take a listen. So I just think that what happens is the hip hop people don't properly pass it along. Next, Nelly had no business beefing with KRS-One.
Right. But KRS-One had no
But that's
reason
the problem.
beefing with.
That's what I'm saying.
So
you know what I'm saying? That's what I meant in that shit. Like, Nelly shouldn't have even been pulled in. He had to defend himself as a man at that point.
Yeah.
So now he looked at as disrespectful. So for me.
I'm not listening to all of them. That one, Rainbow Bright, whatever his name is.
6ix9ine? Yeah.
Shout out to 6ix9ine. He ain't checking into nowhere, nigga.
Okay.
I just don't like these new artists because I feel like they're so extra with things. Like, they go and they diss the people before them.
But
now
you know
they're
why?
all
Because
gang
they get so much. They
affiliated
get
and
so
all
much
this
resistance,
bullshit.
though. They get so much resistance coming into the game, where it's like, you know what? Okay, well, we're gonna draw a line in the sand. Because the funny thing about it is,
See what the song is called on Prime too.
Lil Xan actually tweeted. He said, I grew up listening to Tribe Called Quest, And he said a couple other dope MCs, but he said because I don't like Pac, I'm whack. Ha ha ha, funny. But the thing about it is you didn't explain that.
Yeah.
But you know the problem is
You did
that
for
asshole
clickbait.
interviewer didn't say, hey, okay, since you don't like Pac, what are some of the old school rappers that you do like?
Right.
So then now his contrary to Tupac, although may have been disrespectful, makes a little more sense if you say, okay, well, he just don't like Pac. But they don't do that. So what I'm saying is the media has caught on now. They understand that the legends are not allowing new guys to come in. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to pit them against each other. And we're going to ask them questions purposely because we know young niggas just get tired of hearing about another man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get tired of hearing about another man, fuck that dude. And you don't even, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't know him. And if all you heard was changes and keep your head up on the radio, his music is boring.
Well, here's
to
the thing.
somebody that ain't been really hit it. Huh. But if you hear Ambitions of a Rider and Troublesome 96 and things like that, you're not saying Pac music is boring.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
you know, it's perspective.
And this falls on everybody's head, but especially the labels
the fuck
because
off
there's
my
no
feet.
such thing as artist development anymore. It's, oh, this person had a hot YouTube video or a hot record on SoundCloud, so we just gonna put them out there.
Right.
Yeah.
And don't give them any preparation. Now, Nickel has or I'll say Prime. Royce the 5'9" and DJ Premier put out an album Prime 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song called Everyday Struggle where Royce basically looks at Joe and say, Uncle Joe, we can't be doing that. We gotta reach back to these young artists and say, what's up, man? We shouldn't be beefing with them. One, we too old to be doing it. And two, that's not beneficial to our culture.
But he has no problem with Lord Quavius. He has no problem with Lord Quavius.
But what I'm saying is,
Or Drake. Or
what I'm saying is, I think Royce is on basically what we're saying right now. Like, I think it is important for somebody, when one of these new artists come out, to say, you know what? This nigga dope. I like him. I fucks with him. You know what I mean? It's different
Or to
in
say,
a very good way.
yeah, or to say, you know what? That's not what I like, but that's their wave. And what you got to do is say this. That's their wave. And give an example. You know what I'm saying? Cash Money wasn't called hip hop. Lil Wayne, everybody begging for his album to drop now.
Right.
5 years ago, they said Lil Wayne ruined hip hop. 6 years ago, he was making lollipop and all that shit. Lil Wayne ruined hip hop. He ruined hip hop. He ruined. Now
What
everybody
we
talking
talking about, Wayne? What we talking about?
Now
Boy,
everybody
that boy
talking
got
about-
that boy got hang, bruh.
Now you talking about, oh, Birdman released Lil Wayne. So time validates that stuff. But it's a shame that only in our genre, and then I always say this, Phil Collins and Van Halen don't need to have beef, but they're both considered rock.
Right.
One's soft rock, one's heavy. You know what I mean? So it goes back to a dead argument of what we was talking about. But to say, while we're on the music subject, are we ready? We segueing into the
Let's
to the
go, man. So look,
We getting ready?
our 16 artists,
Sweet 16.
in no particular order. Well, they're in order, but I don't have them 1 through 16 anymore.
Okay,
Actually,
so
I
remind
do.
the
God
people.
damn it, I do have them.
Remind
1
the
through 16.
people, you know, because we always want to assume out there for the listeners in the YouTube world that we have new viewers and new listeners. So remind the people of what we're getting ready to do right now.
All right, so we put out a poll on
Yeah.
our group page.
I'm trying to pull
Bunch
it
of
up.
R&B artists, and we were asking who were the best of the best. And the top vote getters made it into our bracket of 16. We're doing
Ooh,
a
yeah.
Sweet 16, and now we're gonna pit these artists against each other till we get the best of the best.
Maybe the best March Madness Sweet 16 bracket.
It's
Okay.
not on here anymore. I was gonna read them.
Yeah, it was pulled off. But here's our top 16 based off vote getters.
Top 16.
Okay.
Now, is this seeding?
This is seeding.
This is seeding.
This is seeding.
Okay.
Okay? 1 through 16. Run them off real quick. Bruno Mars,
All right.
Trey Songz, John Legend,
Yep.
Usher, Justin Timberlake, Music Soul Child, Maxwell, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross.
Michael Jackson made it.
Goddamn Jackson.
Michael Jackson made the top 16, people.
Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye, Johnny Gill, Genuine, Al Green, Ron Isley, and Prince.
Prince made it 16.
I like
It was
that.
Prince or Chris Brown. We did some side voting in the house, and Prince got in. And it
This
was,
is
it was
fucking
random.
crazy.
It was random.org's random generator that put the last couple in.
Okay, so let me ask this question. Let's ask this question. No, I'm not beefing. with the list. It is what it is.
Bruno Mars. Prince got to go against Bruno Mars in the first round.
No, I was about to
You
say
need to
my
talk to
winner.
white guy, too.
I was gonna say my winner is Johnny Gill anyway, so he's in there. How many number one seeds are there? Tell me Johnny drew a number one seed.
No,
Johnny did not draw a number one seed.
If we had
You're
four
doing
number
like
ones, it would be
you're doing it like the NBA seedings.
pretty much.
Why?
It would be Bruno, Trey, John, and Usher. Those are the top four. Those would be your four number one seeds, realistically.
There is no way that Usher has a stronger vocal ability than Johnny Gill. Usher should not draw a number one seed. I'm sorry. No.
But the voters voted. And so here we are. Now we get to determine
He made
the
it
rest.
through.
I'm gonna
Johnny
invite
Gill.
somebody more in this live.
Yes. Okay,
I
so
gotta invite more people to this live because this is cheating.
3 categories, okay?
Yes.
5 points is the max, 1 point is the lowest. You can't give a person a 0, okay?
Okay.
The 3 categories are gonna be vocal range,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
song selection,
Okay. Song selection.
and versatility. And remember, we are talking R&B.
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 We are. So niggas
Okay.
ain't rapping.
No, okay? Vocal range, song selection.
Mm-hmm.
The final should be
Versatility.
Johnny and Trey if we're talking that. Let's go.
Them boys gonna meet early. So we gotta get through the first 2 rounds.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
We got to. We got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we can do it in 5 minutes.
Bruno Mars versus Prince. Bruno Mars
Oh.
votes. Let's go. 1 through 5. Vocal range.
Vocal range, I'm going 5, Bruno. I'm going 5, Bruno. Prince, because he could do a falsetto, I go 4.
All right.
I'm going 4 for Prince.
I'm gonna do opposite. 5 for Prince, 4 for Bruno.
I'm gonna go 4-4.
4-4?
Song selection.
You got to give that to Prince. I mean, he wrote his own shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Diamonds and Pearls and all that other stuff. Plus for other people, Sheila E. and you got to give it to Prince.
Is Bruno not on the same page?
Now, hold on. When we talk about song selection, all right? See, this is hard, right?
Yeah, it is.
You know why it's hard? Because Prince has more time. His songs have time
Yeah.
attached to it.
They marinated.
It has time attached to it. So you can't disrespect the time Purple Rain has.
Right.
But
And the movie.
if we
It's a personal preference thing.
no,
too.
I don't. But if we discount the movie and we discount the time Purple Rain has, and we just put it up against Versace on the floor,
Oh, I love Versace on the floor.
who wins?
That's up to y'all to decide.
This is what makes it hard.
Oh, I love
This is what
Versace
makes it
on the
hard.
floor.
But then you can say Versace on the floor was an inspiration from a Prince style 80s type of. So for me, I got to give that edge to Prince song selection.
All right. Where you get leaning?
5.
I'm leaning towards Prince.
Wow. This could be an upset alert. Bruno Mars is on upset alert right now. Versatility, song selection, I go Prince.
Versatility, Bruno Mars, hands down.
Okay.
Bruno Mars, I mean, doo-wops and hooligans.
Yeah.
5. Sorry. 5. You get a 5. You know, from Grenade.
Versatility, I'll give him a 3. I feel like everything sounds the same.
How can Grenade sound like 24 Karat? How can...
Well, you're picking 2
No,
different
but
songs.
what I'm saying is, over the course of his time of being in the game,
Right.
24 Karat is the first of its kind of
I'm
what
gonna
he
defend
has
this.
done.
I'm gonna defend this.
Based on what his music
That's
is.
like me saying, how does Purple Rain and Irresistible Bitch get compared to each other? They're so versatile. They're
Well,
so different.
I feel like all Bruno.
No, what
listen, I love Bruno, but I feel like all his albums consist of the same. A couple of slow songs, the fast-paced songs, and they all sound the same. Whether it's doo-wop and hooligans, Treasure Chest, or whatever that one was.
Unorthodox Jukebox?
Treasure?
Yeah.
Treasure?
And this one, I feel like it all sounds the same, so I'm gonna give him a 3.
That is wrong. Grenade alone,
But what are you
just the
giving
way
Prince
you
on
are.
versatility?
Just the way you are. What are you saying?
What are you giving
What do you
Prince
give
for
Prince in
versatility?
versatility? Break down Prince's versatility.
I give him, it's not high.
No,
I'm gonna give him a
break
4.
it down. Break down Prince's versatility.
I'll give him
Well,
a 4.
Prince's music has gone
Come on, y'all,
across
chime in live.
3 different decades of music. So Prince had the 70s
See, this is
soul
why he's
sound,
wrong.
right?
This
But
is why Bruno Mars
Prince,
is gonna lose.
Prince was the first artist to make New Jack Swing popular before New Jack Swing became a thing.
And this is why Bruno Mars is getting ready to lose. Because you have, this is the thing, right? Because nothing is new under the sun.
Right.
After a certain amount of time, everybody is drawn from a certain person.
But look, I would honestly give, I would give Prince the nod in song selection. I tied them up in vocal range. Versatility, I'm going Bruno Mars only because Bruno Mars I can listen to nonstop. There are Prince albums where I have to skip around certain songs because Prince is a mood artist for me. I'm never gonna make love to a Prince song unless like me and my girl are just like don't really give a fuck what song. But I can make love to a Bruno Mars record. So I would give them a 5 and a 4 in regards to versatility.
Bruno with the 5?
Yeah.
I'm giving Bruno a 5. I don't know what y'all talking about.
But what you gave Prince though?
Prince? I didn't hear anything different other than what.
Give me a number so we can make
3.
this move. 3? Damn. What you giving Prince? Because you gave Bruno a 3.
I gave him a 4.
You gave him a 4, so Prince wins by 1 point. I meant Bruno wins by 1 point, so Bruno advances.
Bruno advances?
Bruno advances.
Damn. The guy who appropriated?
Oh, we gonna
talk about that. That's where I'm going hard for my dude right now. She said the guy who appropriated.
So the other ones, let's try to move through as quickly as possible. Maxwell.
Plus, man, Prince lose points for me with them booty out shorts, bro. I'm sorry,
The
bro.
booty out
Maxwell
shorts?
and Luther Vandross.
Luther.
Is that a clear cut?
Wait. We gotta go with the top. We gotta go with the categories first.
It's vocal range.
Vocal range, I'm giving it to Luther. He can sing a song. He can sing a
give it-
phone book.
I give it to Maxwell.
What? Maxwell only did falsettos.
I'm gonna go Luther as well. I don't know that points actually matter when there's a
Sorry.
2-1. All right. Song selection. I think you got to go Luther just because he has a deeper catalog.
Yeah, way deeper catalog.
All right.
And Maxwell is mood. It's always mood. It's never anything.
Man,
It was not
Maxwell out of here, man.
Yeah, Maxwell, get
If
out,
it was to
Maxwell.
me, I would have gone with Maxwell.
Get out of here, Maxwell. It's sex
That's
appeal.
why-
Now, do you want to add sex appeal? If you add sex appeal, Prince would have won that other one hands
Yeah, he
down.
would have.
R.
Hands
Kelly,
down.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Vocal range.
R. Kelly.
Michael Jackson.
Stop it.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson did not have a better vocal range than R.
Yes, he
Kelly. Are
did.
you
It was like
What's
this.
it-
It was
what
a
time are
roller
we on?
coaster.
A minute and 30. Do you?
Let's get through this
Let's
side.
get through
This
this, and
side.
then we're gonna do this on the other segment.
Yeah, let's get through this
No,
side.
R. Kelly,
Man.
like I said last episode, R. Kelly and Rick James. Did Rick James make it?
He didn't make it.
Rick James is robbed.
So wait,
You
R.
are
Kelly wins by
robbing.
default?
You are robbing. Where was I?
R. Kelly wins by
How did
default?
not Rick James?
I'm penciling R.
How
Kelly
did
in, bro.
not- No.
Why?
Hold on. R. Kelly has better vocal range than who? What was that, Maxwell?
No, Michael Jackson. Song selection, R. Kelly or Michael Jackson.
Who?
Michael Jackson.
Mike.
It's a preference thing. I'm going with R. Kelly. I'd rather listen to R. Kelly songs than Michael Jackson songs. And Michael Jackson is definitely popular. I know that. Versatility.
He's very versatile.
I'll give Mike the nod in versatility.
Okay, you know
Yes.
what? I'm gonna do this. Song selection, you're right.
You have 40 seconds. Stop being long-winded.
Michael Jackson wins it all for me. All 3 categories.
I gotta give Michael Jackson song selection.
Thank
'cause
you.
R. Kelly, I can only listen to R. Kelly if he's talking about sex. I don't like World's Greatest. I can't listen to that R. Kelly all the time.
Oh,
I can
World's
listen to a Man of the Mirror Michael Jackson and a
PYT.
PYT Michael Jackson.
Okay.
But it's only one type of R. Kelly I can listen to. So
Usher
I'll
and
give
Genuine, do you guys want to just put one in?
No, that's a hard one.
That
Let's
is how
we're
we
gonna do
gotta
that on the
discuss
next
that
segment. We're gonna
one.
pick that up on the next segment. Usher and Genuine next segment.
All right.
Damn, that's hard.
I need water.
Okay, let's do
All
it.
right, we out. We'll be right back, y'all.
Yo,
Peace.
live, listen. We need y'all to chime in.
Maybe the best podcast.
Welcome back, man. Segment 2 of Maybe the Best Podcast, episode 9. We are finishing up this bracket here, right? And so we have came to a head so far. We have Bruno Mars advancing over Prince
Yep.
by 1 point.
By 1 point.
Let's make that clear, folk. We don't want to die out here for you Prince lovers. Let's make that clear. It was only by
love
1
Prince.
point. We have, what's the second matchup?
Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross
beat
over
Maxwell.
Beat Maxwell. Sorry, ladies.
And
Sorry,
surprise,
ladies.
surprise, Michael Jackson beat R. Kelly, which is fucking
How the hell
stupid.
did that happen? How the hell did R.
You
Kelly
allowed that
not
shit
advance?
to happen. You
What you
allowed that
mean?
shit to happen. I had R. Kelly in,
I had
in
Michael.
2 of the 3 categories. You took Michael in 2 of the 3 categories, and she took Mike in all of them.
I feel I'm at all.
Man, I only like R. Kelly in one way. I'm sorry. I don't like him any other way except sexual.
What? Pissing on girls or sleeping
But
with
he
minors?
made- he
Which one
made-
is it?
He made sexual records bouncy too. Don't forget we got Ignition.
That's what I'm saying. I only like Hey DJ
Fish
and
out
Bodies
DJ.
Calling and woman's fed up. I like that kind of R. Kelly.
Okay, well,
Feel it on your booty.
Well, that's the reason. Well, what kind of Michael Jackson do you like?
I just said I can listen to the Human Nature Michael Jackson, or the PYT Michael Jackson, or the They Don't Give a Fuck About Us Michael Jackson, or the Bad Michael Jackson, or
We
the
Are
Dirty
the
Diana
World.
Michael Jackson, or the We Are the World Michael Jackson. I can listen to every type of You Are Not Alone Michael Jackson. I can listen to see.
That's when he couldn't even sing either. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Vocal range.
I am here.
Vocal range goes to R. Kelly.
I'm
All right,
here
so
with
this is the important thing, right?
Okay.
Okay, we have Usher
Usher and Genuine.
and Genuine.
God
right?
damn it, let's
That's
go.
so hard.
Vocal ability or vocal range is it?
Vocal range. I'm giving 5 to Usher, and I'm giving 4 to Genuine.
Why?
I think
Genuine.
Usher is way better vocally
wait,
than
wait.
Bruno Mars, and y'all gave Bruno Mars a
First
5 in
off,
vocal range.
First off,
I give him 4.
Okay.
that bridge in them jeans, I have never heard Usher do a bridge in them jeans like that. Where has Usher took it to the top?
I think
And what song has Usher
I
took it
think
to the
all
top?
you have to do is listen to Confessions, and you'll see why
Oh
Usher
my
is
God,
head and
that
shoulders
was a
above.
bomb-ass album.
No, that song selection we didn't get the song selection yet because he wins that. Usher's probably gonna win this. But what I'm talking about this particular here, vocal ability. Usher does not separate too much from Genuine. I think based on Genuine's dancing ability, he was a very underrated vocalist.
Who?
Genuine.
He danced?
Yeah.
What?
Did he dance?
I
Did he
didn't watch.
dance?
Hold on. In my defense, in my defense, I couldn't watch music videos.
Oh, so Tina got Bruno, Luther, Kelly, and Usher as her final 4. Oh, you almost
Hey.
you could be right, except Michael. Michael beat R. Kelly. It wasn't my fault.
Yes, it was. It was literally your fault.
How?
You picked Michael over
Over
R.
song
Kelly.
selection. Oh, you're right. Okay, so listen. I gotta go with Genuine on vocal ability.
What you giving him though?
I'm gonna give him a tie. I'm
Okay.
gonna give 4-4.
I'm gonna do 4-4. I could do 4-4.
All right, so right now Usher winning by 1.
Okay.
Song selection.
Usher. I gotta give it to Usher. More consistent. And that's because he caught up with Confessions.
Right.
And then this past album, Rivals, which is super fucking dope.
Oh, by the way, Climax. Vocally, Climax, Usher dances all over that record.
Climax.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that one?
Climax.
That's Usher and...
Is that on Moving Mountains?
No. That's Here I Stand, I believe.
That too. Them two is whack.
The album as a whole, sure. But you're only comparing that to 8701 and Confessions.
No. Rivals.
Yeah, in this new album.
And every Usher record that has come out,
But
I
that-
mean,
that-
All right,
he's
so
not
there's
known to
artists,
but the
not,
Raymond versus
not all
Raymond-
of them
yeah,
are 100%.
Usher has a nice voice. I think Usher's voice is nicer than Genuine's. I can't even say that.
Usher has one of the greatest voices ever.
He does. He
in
does. Okay, you know what? Genuine probably, we didn't even say Tyrese earlier. Genuine
Oh, he's probably
wasn't
crying.
as consistent.
No.
And that's probably why he loses this, in my opinion.
He also came in the game later as an adult, you know what I mean? So Usher had a lot of room to grow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Genuine probably loses this.
And that's why I would give it to Usher.
So Usher
'Cause
gets
he's
song.
grown.
Usher gets song. And versatility, you got to give it to Usher.
yeah. USHERRAYMOND.
Usher.
Okay. All
Baby,
right.
tell me what you want to do with me.
Usher.
Moving on to the other side of the bracket.
All right.
The other side of the
Trey Songz versus Ron Isley.
Trey Songz. Get the fuck out of here.
We gonna move? Cause like, all right, look.
No, because I can't give it to somebody that all their career sung in falsetto. You have to give me something else. And to be honest with you, R. Kelly more kind of revived his career with the collaborations that he was doing
We're
in the 90s.
past R. Kelly and Michael Jackson right now.
But that just goes to
Stop
show
bringing
you.
it
That
back.
just goes to
But
show
R.
you.
Kelly and Ron Isley do kind of link together, along with Trey Songz. Trey Songz kind of goes in
Yeah,
that too.
like,
'Cause they-
of course, like now that when you think about it, you think of Ron Isley and R. Kelly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just that's just what he did to him. So for me,
and R. Kelly wrote Grub On.
there you go. So for me, I got to go with Trey Songz' vocal ability,
I'm gonna go with Trey all the way through.
vocal
Okay.
ability, song
Just-
selection.
and that's personal preference because I don't have my ear hasn't gone to Ron Isley, his body of work as but I grew up with Trey Songz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, you could do Between the Sheets and all that other stuff. But see that again, what we talking about, right? is you going against time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going against classics, right? Between
Yeah.
the sheets and, spend the night with me tonight.
I think we're approaching a matchup that's gonna be difficult because of the age gap.
Yeah.
So, but we'll go. Well, the rest of these are huge age gaps. But Music Soul Child versus Marvin Gaye.
I would give it to Music,
Oh, no, hell no. Not when music is inspired by Marvin.
but I would only give it to Music because his song selection is way bigger than Marvin Gaye's. I feel like he was robbed of it because, of his father murdering him. I feel like if he was still alive to this day, then hands down, I would give it to Marvin Gaye.
You are speaking from my youth. So, vocal ability, Marvin Gaye, hands motherfucking down.
Okay.
Distant Lover, hands down. Hands down. Song selection, heard it from the grapevine. I mean, what's going on and
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The
that
national
one.
anthem.
What's going on in Mercy, Mercy Me? I mean, beats anything. Distant Lover.
I'm surprised because I know that there's a lot of respect for Marvin Gaye.
Of
because
course.
when we were kids, when we were teenagers,
Music
Twan
Soul
D
Child's my
was
guy.
Well, sure, I was gonna talk about that. But after saying Twan was always an old school dude, he was always an old school R&B guy when we were kids, and I was like, nigga, that's my parents' music. He was like, nah, nigga, that's my music. So.
So
But then yes, Music Soul Child was his guy coming
And
up
plus
as well.
But
I
I'll
picked
tell you
Music
why I
because he
can't.
looks like my dad.
I'll tell you why I can't go. Well, one, vocal ability goes to Marvin Gaye. Song selection,
Tina picked Marvin.
Tina picked Marvin.
Altwan picked Marvin.
There we go. I agree. Song selection.
I'm assuming that's picking Marvin.
Song selection, I'm going to go here because music does have a classic in Love.
Yes.
That is a classic.
That's one of the greatest songs ever made.
Right, exactly. But, I mean, I don't think, I think Music Soul Child died with the Neo Soul era, and we're going to talk about that.
Unfortunately.
Okay, we're going to talk about that. So I think to no fault of his own, that's when he started trying to go the ballad way, and I don't think that's where the way he should have went. So with Don't Change and all of those things, like I really don't think that.
Don't Change is one of the better songs ever.
It is, but when you heard Buddy, that was like, okay, that kind of reminded me of the dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean? Because that was what we was used to. So for me, I'm going Marvin Gaye, man.
I said Music. You be the tiebreaker.
That's bullshit.
What?
Made me want to holler.
feel like-
Come on,
I feel like
You
I-
said
my
Marvin.
name.
I said Music. Who are you going with?
Marvin better not lose this one, y'all. If Marvin loses this one, I don't know, folks. I don't know, family. If Marvin lose, Marvin may lose this one, y'all. He may lose it.
Vocal range.
He may lose it. He may lose it.
If he loses it, that's 2 L's on him.
I just want to say that Robin Thicke
That's fucked up.
and
I'm glad
I just
you
want to
got
say
it.
that Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams just lost the case.
I'm moving Marvin along.
Officially, though. So shout out to Marvin Gaye
So,
and his family.
here's the
They have
cult-
officially lost the case.
Here's the culture fight.
Okay.
Right here on set. This is the culture fight on set.
All right.
Okay.
Justin Timberlake versus Johnny Gill.
Oh, hell no. How did that even draw? How did they draw each other?
That's how the matchups came, bro. Justin Timberlake finished 5th seed. Johnny is a 12th seed.
Oh, I already know who I'm going with, but I just would love to hear yours. I would love to hear yours.
No, because Johnny's my guy.
That's what I'm saying. But you were all for Man in the Woods.
That's what I'm saying.
With your
Y'all know
flannel
me. Y'all
shirt
know-
and your beard.
Y'all know how I feel about JT. He come through and shut it down.
Yeah, he does, but not that album.
I think Chris Brown is allowing JT to run this anyway, but that's another story. Johnny Gill vocal ability.
I'm going,
Johnny 5, Johnny 5.
Where you gonna go with JT vocal ability? Because
A
JT
4.
vocally could do it.
I give him a 4.
I got to give him a 4.
What'd you give Johnny? Because he went 5.
A magic in my head now
I give him a
touch
4.
Okay.
and rub you the right way.
It's 14 to 12 so far. Song selection.
Oh,
I
man.
gotta go Justin Timberlake. Song
Damn,
selection.
Johnny lost. Johnny lost.
Mirrors.
Johnny lost. Johnny
Mirrors.
I'm
lost.
gonna go 5-4. Song
Justin
selection,
has
JT.
help. He has Timberland, man. That's cheating. He has
Mirrors.
Timberland. He has Timberland. He has help.
I'm going 5-4 to be nice to Johnny because I don't want to do 5-3.
Honestly,
Damn.
I'm gonna be real with you. Song for song, Johnny can fight. It's versatility where he's gonna lose.
But you can also see.
Cause my, and so he's gonna song for song he can fight, But I think Johnny is going to lose in the versatility
You could
department.
see
Where you
Justin
going, Songs?
improving. I go with Justin. He started off at NSYNC, these pop ballads, and then you just see him
Give me points for song selection.
5,
Versus,
4.
where you giving Johnny?
For song selection,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 4 because I think Justin gonna edge him out in versatility.
Yes.
Actually, Justin does edge him out in versatility because Johnny was a ladies' man.
All right. So
Justin's everything while being a ladies' man.
JT's already leading by 1 point.
JT wins.
So we
Yeah,
going into versatility?
JT fucking moves on.
Sorry, Johnny.
And the upset of the bracket. My bracket has been broken
Was
now.
it really an upset?
Because we both picked
Yeah.
Johnny Gill to go all the way through.
I picked
and then when
Johnny
I
to
saw
go
that
all the
matchup, I
way.
was like, this is some bullshit.
But when you broke it down with the categories, see if you're talking about just pure singing, yes, Johnny makes it. Johnny and Trey Songz makes it at the end, and they battle.
Yeah.
If you just say pure singing, but when you add those 3 categories in, you really got to think. I like
well,
it.
if they both made it to the end, who would you pick?
Johnny Gill, smash on Trey Songz.
Another John Legend and Al Green.
I'm gonna go Al Green.
We're not even fighting.
Vocal ability, because I hated Al Green's voice. He sounded like an old man. I'm gonna go with
I
John
loved
Legend.
his voice.
I'm so
I
in
loved
love
his
with
voice.
you.
So let's go points.
All right, all right.
Whatever you hell
What
no.
is it? Song? What's the first one?
John Legend, vocal ability.
Vocal
Vocal
ability
ability.
5. That boy can blow. You hear me?
I say 5-5.
5-5.
Al
What you-
Green?
What you got, Twan D?
Al Green gets a 3. He's let me be yours.
Look, I got 2 for Al.
Al Green sounds like a pastor when he sings, man. Are you serious?
John Legend up 3 right now, 15-12. Okay? Damn it. Song selection.
Oh shit. Listen, I'm sorry. Ordinary people over so in love with you.
Yeah, I think John Legend has 3 classic albums.
I would say, yeah, John Legend over Al Green.
Like, Love in the Future is one of my
Hey,
favorite
listen, Al,
albums.
you out of there, Al. Al, I can't do you, Al.
We still have
I know
one
love
more.
and happiness.
Nah, bro.
How can you mend broken hearts?
John
still?
Legend just beat him.
Oh,
How can you mend
Y'all lucky I ain't put
a broken
female bracket together.
heart?
Honestly,
You should've. We
I
should
think
do that next
Aretha
week.
Franklin
Yeah.
will fuck everybody up.
We should do that. We should
Especially
do
if
that
we go
one.
back to the 70s.
Why don't we do that?
We
I'm
need
down
to.
for that.
I got Aretha winning it all.
Now, if you wanted to do that, Ron Isley should still be in then.
What?
Because they've been in since Heard It Through the Grapevine.
Yeah, but I'm saying
But he
Aretha.
But that's the
That's okay.
Isley
I'm
brothers.
saying-
That's what I'm saying. Aretha Franklin
I'm
was the
saying
solo
Aretha
artist.
was lethal and would shoot a lot of these bitches down. Period.
I agree. We can do let's do a female bracket next week.
Let's make it to the final 4, and then we'll leave the
Let's do
final
it.
4 for the following week. Bruno Mars versus Luther Vandross.
Luther.
Vocal ability, if we're going on the same vocal ability, Luther.
Let's go points.
5.
I'm giving both of them 5. I think Bruno has a incredible vocal ability.
Fair enough.
I'll go 5-5.
I'll do 4-4.
What you got? How do you break it down?
I'm doing well, if it's matched up against Luther, Bruno's a 4.
Okay, so Luther has a 1-point edge going
Yeah.
into the second round. I mean, song selection.
Luther. Oh yeah. Do do do. If your song don't open up a movie, you can't say shit. You can't make songs that sound like they gonna be on the movie. Your song gotta be on a movie. Luther's song opened up a movie.
Yeah, but now you're measuring time and not song
It
selection.
doesn't matter. Okay. Fair enough. Bro. Luther hands down has a better song selection than Bruno Mars. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
What would you point it
5.
to?
I'm giving it a 3, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because before 24K, it was a long time before Bruno, because that song that was that loud ass horn song, that wasn't his, that was old boy. What's his name?
What, Millionaire?
No,
Or, Nothing on You? Oh, you're talking about...
Stop. Wait a minute.
Ronson.
Yeah, that's John Ronson. So I don't count that. I don't count that. That's his. That's accredited to him.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, but that's like when those European DJs
Like
put-
Calvin Harris.
Yeah, Calvin Harris,
featuring-
Rihanna, but it's a
Yeah.
Rihanna song.
I mean,
TJ Khaled.
all I'm saying is
DJ Khaled.
before 21K, you didn't hear Bruno as much as you did with the first album. So for me, it was a stretch. I think 24K was his resurgence.
Okay.
So I can't give him song for song. I'm giving that to Luther.
I think if you go back and listen to Unorthodox
Here
jukebox,
and now.
you'll be banging on my chest, gorilla, and what was the name of that bitch?
Anyone who has a heart, a house is not a
she
home.
ran away with
That one was
all my
iffy.
money, but nah, it's not. Fuck out of here.
No,
But
Valerie was iffy.
Y'all,
but that's
there's
what I'm
no
saying.
way.
Points.
There's no way
points.
Bruno
I'm
has
gonna
better
say
songs than
Bruno
Luther Vandross.
5, Luther 4.
How?
But I'm still gonna have it where Luther takes it all.
Well, Luther wins because I don't think I'm gonna give it enough to where Bruno could catch up points wise. But I thought Bruno was gonna run away with that, and I was wrong. So Luther advances to the final 4.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Luther.
Michael Jackson versus Usher.
Shit.
You have to give it to MJ because Usher's
Everything
influences
about that dude, bro.
Yes.
This nigga MJ finna go to the final 4.
Yes.
Fuck y'all niggas. I'm giving vocal ability 5 to fucking 3
Yeah,
in favor of Usher.
I gotta give vocal ability to Usher. I
give
have to.
5 across the board for Michael. 5, 5, 5.
You giving him 5 for everything?
5, 5, 5.
I'm not giving Michael 5 for vocal ability.
5, 5, 5.
Even though I think he was an underrated
She going
vocalist,
5, 5,
I don't
5.
think
5,
he's
5,
a better. I don't think Michael was a better vocalist than Usher.
5, 5,
So I'm
5.
giving Usher the edge over Mike.
How much though? How much of an edge?
4-3.
What?
So 1 point, man. Yeah, it is an opinion. So versatility, where we going? 'Cause
Shit.
that's gonna be the
Mike
deal breaker.
wins. Everything Usher does, he try to do Mike-ish.
That's what I'm
5.
saying.
I'm going 5-1 in favor of Usher.
5-1. You're scaring
Bro,
You're
what is
skewing
this?
the score.
What is that Luther Vandross and Michael Jackson in the fucking final 4?
Hey,
Yes.
Luther gonna smash Mike in his bracket anyways.
I don't
Not to
know.
her?
I don't
Not
know.
if-
What do you mean you don't know?
She can
Now
give
when I
Mike's
gotta
5.
think
You
about
can't
it, I
give
gotta
Mike
think
5.
about
You
it.
can't give Mike 5.
Trey Songz, Marvin Gaye.
What we're gonna determine the championship is we're gonna have to actually add the live opinions next
Oh,
week.
of course.
Yeah,
Who?
let's put the final 4 back on the poll
Trey
and let them
Songz
go.
who?
Trey Songz and Marvin Gaye.
Whew.
Now you stumped. Although I'm going Trigger 5-4 in every category. So right now Trey got a 3-point lead.
Marvin Gaye, Trey Songz.
I'll give it to Trey.
I'm trying to not give my bias. I honestly, Trey has let me down in the last couple of years, but vocal ability, I'm gonna give it to Trey. I still think Trey is probably the best vocalist in the last.
What? When he sings, he makes
In the
microphone
last
come. Are you
15
kidding?
years, Trey has probably been the best vocalist coming.
Coming.
I said 5. Song selection. This is Marvin and Trey.
Yeah. If Trey has any issues, it's song selection. That nigga picks some terrible songs at times.
It is.
But
I'm gonna
he
give
sang
it.
the
I'm gonna
shit
give.
out of them terrible songs.
Yeah, he did. I'm gonna give the song selection edge to Marvin, but Trey's gonna win it with versatility.
I'll move Trey along.
All right.
So Trey, the
And
only young
Marvin.
buck in the final 4.
And Marvin. Hey, but it makes sense.
And now we got Justin Timberlake versus John the motherfucking Legend. So here we go.
I'm going John Legend. 5. And again, we're at this point, I'm comparing both of them as vocalists against each other.
Okay.
5-3.
5.
Justin can't hold a candle to John Legend when it comes to them matching vocals against each other.
Are you kidding
going-
me?
Against each other.
No. Justin,
Justin-
I'm gonna do
John
4,
outsings
and
that
John
man.
Legend, I'm gonna do 3.
You're an asshole.
I'm gonna go 4-4. I like them both.
He's different
Damn,
vocal
you-
ranges.
I think Justin's gonna win it.
I mean, no. Right now, John Legend has a 1-point lead going into song.
But John
selection.
only beats him in vocal ability because song selection, Justin hands down has better song
They
selection.
both can play the piano,
See, I
but
don't
Justin
agree.
dances.
This is where I don't agree. I think John Legend
That's
has a better
versatility.
song selection. Not versatility in regards to different types of songs, but I think John Legend has a better song selection for what I want to hear.
But again, here we go.
And Justin's new album actually hurt him to me.
Before Who's Gonna Miss Me When I'm Going in the other one, the heavy piano one. What would I do? There was a drought with John Legend to where he didn't have a jam like that. So
A jam.
when we're saying song for song,
But see, I didn't put hits in there.
but okay,
John has hits.
So give me
He
points.
performed performed was the Super.
Give me points.
But when we say song for song, after Evolver,
Who, John
after
or Justin?
Evolver,
Love in the Future.
Justin did the same
Love
thing.
in the Future, bro.
Love in the Future
Justin
is what
performed for,
is,
like,
is that the
15
Drowning
straight
song
minutes.
and Who's Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone?
I don't remember what song.
Those on the same album?
I don't remember, bro.
Okay, he had a drought where he did not, and then he comes with the one about his wife.
Give me points. I'm going
Song selection?
I'm
Song
going. I'm
selection?
going
Who is
5-4
this?
in favor of John Legend. That's me.
5-4.
That's me.
I'm giving 5-4 to JT.
All right.
I'm gonna do 4-3 in favor of GT.
See, Ordinary People, Greenlight, but that's the first couple albums. That's what I'm saying.
So now they're a tie going into versatility.
Okay, versatility. I'm gonna give Justin a 5.
2.
4 to be nice.
John ain't really did much behind that after that piano, man.
So we got Justin Timberlake.
5-3.
I feel like we should reseed this shit just for the fuck of it, but we're gonna have old school versus new school, and the finals look like because we got.
So who we got for the Final Four?
Luther Vandross and Michael Jackson will be pairing off on one side of the bracket versus Trey Songz and Justin Timberlake on the other side of the bracket.
Ooh, new school, and the old school. So we're gonna have regardless, we're gonna have an old school, new school final.
Yes.
I think that is dope. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna post the Final Four poll on our Facebook page, Maybe the Best.
Maybe the best group.
Maybe the Best group on Facebook. We're gonna post that. You guys vote, okay? Because next week, I think the tiebreaker should be with the live.
Yeah, we could do that.
Or chime in. Because I would have won a couple of these joints. A couple of my dudes would have went through. I got a lot of old hits on my
So,
but anyways, no.
We got 6 minutes to bang something out. What we talking about?
Let's basically have a segment of Black at It again with this Bruno Mars.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna kick it off.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. Listen, cultural appropriation is incorrect in regards to what Bruno Mars is doing. I'll tell you why. What black folk love to do, and I'm gonna get on my people right now. I call it the ball effect, to where we don't want to play with our ball until we see somebody else playing with our ball. We see somebody else shooting the ball like we supposed to be shooting it and dribbling it how we supposed to be dribbling. We allowed 2 prolific genres to die on a mainstream level: jazz and neo soul. I don't see nobody pressing Chris Brown to bring back neo soul back. I don't see nobody pressing Beyonce to bring back any kind of old school 90s R&B feel. But we want to press those that was influenced by the music that we created, gives us props, is quoted
Yep.
giving us props about the music that we forgot and threw along the side. So the likes of Adele, God bless her dead, Amy Winehouse, people like Bruno Mars and JT come along and they want to pay homage and say, you know what, I like that sound. But what we want to do is we forget to talk about love and we forget to talk about uplifting the man. So we didn't boycott the Grammys when India.Arie lost all 8 nominations 2 years in a row. We didn't say fuck the Grammys then.
Yeah.
But now we're mad at the Grammys. But we had a neo-soul artist. We had a genre, a mainstream genre. Basically the new jazz, in my opinion. Neo-soul was like the new jazz. And Michael Rappaport, he called it a few years ago. He said, if we don't keep a certain element about the hip-hop music, it's going to end up like jazz. Jazz was the number one thing played, like kind of like wine was the number one thing drank. On a mainstream level is what I'm talking about. Do not get it twisted. People will say, oh, it's still underground. No, we're talking about mainstream levels. So if you want to get mad at people that are just re-emerging things that we forgot about, like New Jack Swing, these things should have never been airs. The R&B group should have never been an air. That should have never been a time. We say 90s R&B when it should just be the R&B sound.
Yeah.
We put time on our genre. So that's all I want to say, man.
You got it, or you want me to jump in?
I mean, I don't get how he's appropriating the culture.
See, jazz is not dead, it's underground. That's what I'm saying.
He's always been vocal about who his influences are. Always. And I don't think you have to be black to do music like that. I feel like if you're a minority and you pay homage to it, like you said, it's fine. He's never been shied away like, oh, who are your influence or anything like that. He'll tell you, and he shows it on stage. He'll be like, I perform like this because such and such. Like, there's
Right.
such a huge influence. So I don't get where the cultural appropriation comes from. I can understand other people, but like.
When has
Name
the
them.
last? Who was the last cultural appropriator?
The Kardashians.
Let's keep it real.
The Kardashians.
In music.
In the industry?
In music.
They try to say
Elvis.
JT.
In music.
They
Real.
They try to say
Who?
JT.
Elvis.
I'll say Vanilla Ice, but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think Vanilla Ice was trying to emulate our culture, though. I don't. But that's just me. Now, personally, I think where the woman in the video, the Facebook video that went viral, missed the whole head of the nail with her major hammer was that she doesn't understand what cultural appropriation is and what it means. It's when a majority group steals something from a minority group to take to be their own and then to monetize off of something that was popularized by a minority group. Well, Bruno Mars is part of the minority group, whether he's listed as black or not. He is part of the minority group. But besides that, even if you are of the majority group like an Eminem, if you grow up in and around a culture, you become a part of that culture.
Yeah.
And when you give back to the culture and you promote that culture, you are not a cultural appropriator.
No.
You are aiding the culture's development. We would be remiss to not be thankful to Bruno Mars and Eminem for putting hip hop on TRL Live, to have the Grammys where this artist is winning these awards. Sure, he's only being pitted against black artists, but he's still making R&B popular on a major level.
Yeah.
And we have to appreciate it. Because enough times we're like, we don't get enough respect. Okay, cool. Well, now we are getting enough respect. It doesn't matter who brings that attention our way as long as we get the attention, it seems like. I don't prefer my black culture or my black music from white people. White people might feel that way. Cool. But I love my Beyonce. I love my Jay-Z. I love the artists that I like. But I love JT.
Yeah.
I love Eminem, and I'm a rock with those artists for what they do and what they give back to the culture that I embrace and I love so very much. In the same way that I think Jimi Hendrix is the greatest thing that ever happened to rock and roll, same with Prince. I think Prince is one of the greatest things that ever happened to rock and roll. Like, all genres of music were ours first. And country is another beautiful addition that we gave the world to, so.
I think my favorite thing
The world
I
is
saw
ours.
was even a blind man can see that he appropriated culture.
Maybe the best podcast.
When I was young, I always wanted to be famous. I'd fuck 200,000 bitches on a sleigh bed. Not all at once, but if I could, I would, I swear, yeah. Just like the fuck a lot, big pun, I'm not a player. Okay, now I've been on some other shit with my bad bitch thicker than Southern grits. We fucking and we get to the money, fuck all that sucker shit. I've been on a hell of a run, I need a sponsorship. This bitch is pussy out of this world, straight from a mothership. I've been on my ET and being broke is foreign in my 30s. There's nothing you can say today that hurt me. Just sit back and observe me. Pop the top off this bottle, Vevin bacon for breakfast and getting top from a model. Bitch, I'm cool. Bitch, I'm bad. And if I die tomorrow, them bitch niggas would be glad. So I plan to be right back. It's only right they hate it. And if I had to fuck a give, I wouldn't. I can't fake it. So bitch niggas gotta take it. All I know is getting to and bagging up that moolah. And if they try to stop it, press that Glock to their medulla. These niggas never measure up when fucking with the ruler. Cause they be taking days off pussy niggas, Ferris Bueller. I don't worry about no one but me, myself, and I. Alien Carter gon' be good as long as daddy's still alive. But just in case I die today, I promise he'll be fine. Cause my life insurance got two commas and he first in line. Why the fuck you think I'm working so hard? My God, my current mission is low emissions in my garage. A Tesla Model S, 200 on the dash. And all you hear is pew. Soon as I press the gas, I'm back.